This is Mott. This is a build showcase, and this is my modern mountain home. So you can see from the outside that it uses lots of squares, which is pretty big in mountain houses, or mountain houses? It's big in modern houses. And it also uses lots of black and white, which again is something to be used in modern houses. And before I start this tour, I just want to say that if I sound at all like I'm about to die, it's because I'm still a bit sick and have kind of a sore throat, so I apologize for that. But starting with the outside, like I said, it's very square-ical. Yeah, might be making up words there. And so I added some splash of color to break up these black and whites. I'm not too sure how I like it. I mean, it adds color and it matches that stained glass roof right there. So I thought that looked pretty cool, but it doesn't have much over on this side. So maybe I could add something over there eventually. But starting down here at the garage, you can see I have a few cars in here, and looking at the whole room, again using that modern feel, the whites, blacks, and then the cobblestone, which looks pretty good in this texture pack. That's Flows HD, and then adding some lighting along this side here. So starting over with this car is a Bugatti Veyron, and some nice use, I think, of the wheels, putting a button on the block, and then putting an item frame on top of the button, and some black clay inside the item frame, so you get that kind of like double block feel, and also placing carpet on the levers in the back to get the kind of the floating carpet, which I think looks pretty cool. Um, it kind of brings the car together, in my opinion. And then for the grill, using uh, a stove or furnace. Yep, that's what that's called. Because the Bugatti Veyron has that kind of top half of the furnace, that kind of like half circle thing. I thought that looked pretty realistic. And over here is a Bentley Continental. So pretty expensive cars. Works well for a modern home. And this is mostly made out of quartz. You can see on the bottom is a little bit different color than on the top there, because the top is snow, so I could get the different layers. No other block can do that. I apologize for that thud. I just kind of like whacked a cup right off my desk. But, okay, completely lost my train of thought here. Bentley Continental, Bugatti Veyron, and the rest of the house. Go up this little path here that uses a lot of stone, using the cobblestone and the cobblestone stairs here on the walls, as well as the stone slabs here, ceiling, and on the floor, and the glowstone behind the stairs, as well as underneath these half slabs here. And so, kind of adds a cool lighting feature having that underneath there. Kind of adds a little bit of a glow. And I've also got some glowstone behind that black glass, again using the blacks and whites, and lots of spruce wood, because that, in my opinion, looks pretty good with the quartz blocks in this texture pack. Flows HD. I think I already mentioned that. Maybe. I don't know. But come in, nice little slow incline, and have some lighting on the side here with the cobblestone walls and glowstone. So again, more stones. And then this little, I guess, fireplace kind of, iron bars with glowstone on top and bottom. And then one block over here, which looks kind of derpy with the walls around it and the half slabs there and there. But you can actually like walk in here, and I think it adds some nice lighting to this room as well as over here. But the first room here when you walk in is like a living room area, a little large TV there, and a little glass table, as well as a sofa that I played around with for a while to get something that I like, but it's got some glass arms and some books at the disposal, and then using oak wood for the rest of the sofa. I'm trying to think of the word there, and then the fabric being the green carpet, so you can sit there and watch some TV. And using these stairs, it looks like the TV is actually like popped out, so that was pretty cool. So if we do the kitchen next, my favorite part about this room is that it looks so open, and that is because it is technically outside. There's a roof here, stained glass, and but other than that, there is just air here. So probably cause some troubles in the winter, but it looks pretty cool when it's not snowing up here in these mountains on the amplified terrain, by the way, which looks pretty cool for a modern mountain home. I don't know about the modern part, but for a mountain home, you definitely want to be building on amplified. So very large table, and again using some cobblestone, and I've hid some glowstone behind it because glowstone shines through carpets. So those ones in the middle there, I have glowstone beneath them, which I probably don't need with the roof like that. And I also have a chandelier up there for lighting, which is the black glass and the black glass panes, and some beacons inside of it for lighting. So looks pretty cool though, I think. Makes me feel rich. And just a nice little like balcony that goes all the way around it, and some shrubbery there, and here. And this block that I use to kind of start off the little garden here is bedrock, which I was kind of uncertain about using, but I think in this texture pack, looks very nice, very consistent color, which is good for any modern building. Is just kind of some solid colors, not a lot of texture. But then for the chairs, something that looks kind of weird, I guess, unless you look at it the right way. But it's a door on the back. Yeah, just doop. Okay. So yeah, from the back, you can see the handle, so that looks a little weird. But here's the half slab with some stairs. Nope, not stairs. Those are signs on it. And in 1.8, you got the banner. And since this is a 1.7 texture pack, the banner does not have a texture. It's just, but luckily in the default texture, it is just kind of a solid white. Unfortunately, it does kind of wave back and forth there, so that looks kind of weird. But if you look at it like this, you can't really tell too much. And so that looks like a chair, I think. And then let's see, was there anything else? I don't think there was anything else with this room. A lot of openness again, which I think works really well. And then going into the kitchen, more beacons for lighting on the roof here. And I'm not quite sure why, maybe it's just the color scheme, but this kind of reminds me of a coffee house. Just with the browns and the grays and kind of the lighter blocks to kind of accent the rest of it. And then what's odd, because this is a 1.7 texture pack, the iron trap door, which is added in 1.8, for some reason does have a texture, custom texture that is. So that's a bit weird. Maybe it just has to do with when they were released in the beta versions. But then I also use these up here, besides the shelving right there, to do kind of like a light fixture and look kind of like a vent for the stove. That is a furnace with an iron pressure plate on top of it. So that looks, okay, I just opened that. And then some drawers along the sides, and the cake looks pretty nice in this texture pack, so I just was a little cliche and just kind of added it in here anyways. But those are like raspberries or strawberries or something on top of that. But again, using squares because A, this is Minecraft, and B, this is modern. So okay, other than that, I got the rug here using the different grays and some white, which work really well together and they match kind of the rest of the build. And then cauldrons with leaves on top of them to look like potted plants. And then I don't know if the glowstone beneath this actually like shines. Maybe it doesn't. I really don't know. But there's plenty of light in this room where you can't really tell. So just it's more for decoration, I guess, really. And then some trapdoors with glowstone behind them and paintings along here, just kind of spammed every other block. And so if we come back through the kitchen here, and then you can see that this is very open on this side, which again I really like. Makes the build kind of come together, makes you not feel too claustrophobic, and some nice little bonsai trees. I guess they're not really bonsai, they're actually dark oak saplings, but that pretty much looks like bonsai in this texture pack. So the first room we have in this little roundabout area, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a moment, is like I guess a reading room, really, even though that's really not done anymore. But just another glass and oak wood sofa with some bookshelves, and I noticed you can actually see part of the TV in another room, but that's okay because the black glass does look pretty nice there, and it also kind of adds to that open feeling of the place, which is again pretty good. And then green, black, and white on the rug, and just kind of placed pretty much randomly, not really too much to it, but it just looks kind of not too like intentional, which I like. And then again, adding to the open feeling is having this kind of like cut off here. Not really cut off, but like open side of the wall. And then using this lighting over here is a combination of like that back there. And let's see if I can actually fly. There we go. Back there. And using some of the glass like you see on that one right there. So those add kind of some lighting over here besides this window here. And then again using those same colors but with the gray for this rug here and some plants along the sides, which you can't actually see from this room, which I think is pretty cool that it's hidden like that. But using these kind of cobblestone fixtures along the sides also add some more consistency in the stone, like we used a lot of it over there. A little bit less back here, but you can bring it in the corners like that. And then large window, nice view of the ocean here, which I do have plans for in the future, and I'll get to that in a bit here. But kind of spans some pictures along this wall and the top of this wall, and this room over here is like a TV room. Another one of these sofas, same color, and another one of these glass tables here with a TV up there and some decorative glass really over here. The only purpose it serves really is to kind of break up the room, not really a wall, but it's just kind of there. And then again using the same colors for this rug here, which are some of my favorite colors to work with in the game, and using another one of them over here. And then this is like kind of like a study, and I could have added a computer, but I guess it's more of like a working room. And so glass desk here with some glowstone behind it, and another one of these chairs like I have in there. And then just some filing cabinets over there. Not too much in this room, just kind of adds to the feel of the whole place. And this is one of my favorite walls, I guess, in the place, if that's not weird having a favorite wall. But having the cobblestone stairs like this, again, adds to the kind of stony textures that you have there, and on the other side of this wall. And then having that block up there adds to the openness again, which is something huge to be working with in modern homes, just that open feeling here. And a nice slow incline here on the staircase. Using half slabs made it kind of difficult to really make a way up to this next part of the house, so you're kind of like outside right here, but that's not too much of a problem because right there is just this fantastic view of the little golf-like area right there, and there's not really a way out unless you like jump off here, but you'd have to be pretty dumb to intentionally jump about 80 feet. So here we go. Next hallway, not really colorful. A few paintings on the walls here and some shrubs here with glowstone behind it, which is hidden by paintings or walls inside the rooms. But because this is at the half slab height, and you can see that by the half slab below this quartz block and the glass pane on top of half a block here of quartz, so I couldn't add like carpets or anything for a rug. But this first room here, just a bedroom. Way to take advantage though of this half slab floor is to have like this bed just be raised just a bit, so it looks like it's not too tall, but like it's clearly like defined as a bed. And then also this chair over here for the desk, having the signs raised up about half a block from usual, so you have like handles and a backrest. You couldn't do that if the floor were a whole block. And then from here, some derpy lighting and a nice view, I think, of the rest of the house. Little, I guess, sun kind of relaxation area out here, and you can see over to some of the shrubbery, chandelier, some more shrubs, and the kitchen area. So it's not a bad view. And then just a couple paintings dotted about, same as in here, really pretty much the same thing, different layout, a little bit different lighting fixture, different paintings, and a different color on the bed, but otherwise pretty much the same. And of the bedrooms, I think this has the best view because you have kind of like a center view of everything, and you can see better up into the mountain, which you may or may not like. And then the third and final bedroom up here, again pretty much the same, a little bit crazier with the paintings over here because I've got like glowstone hidden behind these things, but again different colored bed. And then this is very similar to the previous bedroom and a little bit more different from the far bedroom or the first one that we were in. So pretty much consistent between those. And then over here, pretty much the same thing over here, just without the paintings, just some shrubs and some spruce half slabs for the floor. And then coming out here, another pretty good view, like a little balcony area to overlook the kitchen, and you can see the roof a little bit better out here. And one thing I did was the glass, the regular glass that is, around the outside, just kind of as a trim. That added, I guess, just kind of some definition to the color, and then quartz blocks around that. So these are supported, and it makes it look, I guess, more realistic. Um, and then other than that, just kind of some like shades here for these little seating areas that are raised up a half a block. Because these are snow, you can't place them on half slabs, which was kind of annoying, but I don't think it looks too bad having that little step there. And then having a grill down here. Just kind of slapped this down, not sure if it looks that great, but using the carpets. Have some shelves at the top here, and a little, I guess, underside. And then, again, nice little view of the kitchen, and if you come over here, some other views, you can see like the whole thing over there. Looks a little weird seeing all these blocks like this, and that was a little bit of lag. I apologize for that. It's like real weird when I turn like this. But yeah, so we can hop out here, and you can see the top of that is half slabs. Can't really see that from like if you were in survival and you were walking around, but when you're up here, looks kind of cool having that little bump like that. But standing back here, you can see kind of the whole house. You can see the cars from in there and all the way around this. So again, squares, one thing I really like about it. And for future of this map, I want to do something in here, not quite sure what, maybe another mountain house, uh, maybe modern, maybe not. I'm not entirely sure yet. Probably because I've got that one there. But over in this area, I want to do a kind of like a yacht that matches this with the modern feel. So if you want to see that build, be sure to subscribe, and that video will be out in a few weeks, so you'll see that when it comes out. And then just one quick thing before I go, if we swap over to, I clicked on the wrong button, the regular texture pack here, or the default texture pack, still has that modern feel to it. Not really too insane in how everything's loading back in, but from the outside it's pretty much the same, and the inside that looks a lot uglier now that you have the default cobblestone texture. But yeah, still very much has that modern feel to it, which I thought was pretty cool. So anyways, guys, we'll